then I think the expectation is a problem. Because the expectation is a projection, is something being written, being created by the mind, and then projected onto the situation. So that means we're not experiencing the situation as it is. We're experiencing it through the filter of the mind writing the story. So have a plan, then drop it, right? So it's good you have some sort of expectation or some sort of idea like this, but then drop it, because then that idea can create the barrier to the mind actually changing, because it's focusing on its idea and then from that perspective focusing outwards. So you have two stories. One is the inner story that you're creating, and then the other is what's actually happening. So you can't put those two together. And this is when we get dissatisfaction, because you have this and this. So try and drop the inner story and just be in the moment and experience the outer story. Sounds easy, but not easy, right? So I give it back to you now. Now my expectation of you is that you have to be in the moment, drop your expectations. But I think try, rather than having expectation, have a plan. I want to develop my mind, I want to have some change, some evolution within my emotions or within my mind, but it's not an expectation. Because if there's an expectation, then maybe we pressurize ourselves too much. We squeeze ourselves too much. And then it depends on the causes and the conditions. You, me, and the whole situation together, whether something happens. It's not my responsibility whether something happens, and it's not yours, but together it is. Right? So this is dependent. One is dependent upon the other. And so I think within companies you're very much aware of this dependency, right? If you make petrol and nobody wants petrol, there's no point to manufacturing petrol, right? So if you have only petrol, no customers, it doesn't go together. So it's the same with this situation. I have something, you want something, and it has to fit together. But when there's expectation, then it makes a third problem. It makes something like a triangle. So instead of going directly, me to you, it goes me through your expectation to you. So a little bit like when we have an idea. So you have mind, and then direct communication. But when there's any sort of story, expectation or whatever it is, it's like the mind goes this way and then this way. It's not direct, right? It's being filtered through something. I like to think of glasses. It's a little bit like you put on sunglasses that have a particular color. And so you're seeing things in your own way, in a particular way, rather than just being aware of communication and what it means to you. So we can explore that.